Hey everyone, it's Micah, and today's topic is going to be about the moment I became a mentor. So, working with City Year from the year 2013 to the year 2015, I was in a program, mainly middle school students. I was their teacher, I was their mentor, I was in class with them every day. I ran after school programming, before school programming, anything that had to do with that kid, I was there. So, my main focus when it comes to children, because I absolutely love them, is the age group of 0 to 6. Now that was my favorite age group. I love them. They're like sponges. They soak up everything. They're so willing to learn. And going from that and to a middle school is kind of challenging. You know, they're in that 12 to 16-year-old stage where it's like, I'm an adult because I can fix myself something to eat. I can walk myself to and from school. I don't need anybody to take me to the bathroom. I know how to articulate how I feel and whatever. They're just adults, right? And so I really had to step back and be like, you know what? There's something that you can learn from this situation. There is something that you can really get out of it. So how about you just take yourself out of it, because it's not about you. You're here from them. You are here for them. And in doing so, I really found that I had a passion for middle school kids. Love them to death. And just little instances would happen, you know. She was just a great kid. Just really had a lot of things going on inside. And if I did not take myself out of the situation, and this child was battling things that she didn't want to talk about, she couldn't express herself, and so her outlet was to be upset all day, was to have an attitude with me, was to cuss out teachers, was to really get upset at her situation because she couldn't control it. And so once I understood that it's not about you, what can you do to make this child's life a little bit easier? This is the moment I became a mentor. When I honestly got this overwhelming feeling that I was needed, and that it was my duty to step in because there was a need. And it's not charity case. It's not because I felt bad. I wasn't pitying her. She needed me. And being at such a young age, I know I had great people growing up around me. I had older brothers and sisters from left and right because my mom did a college outreach program when I was like 6 or 7. So I had older brothers and sisters growing up, and people that I looked up to, people that I admired, and had a great impact on me. And I wanted to be that for her. The moment that you realize that the simplest thank you goes so far, from you just sitting down having a conversation with someone, that's when it was like, Micah, you're doing what you want to do. This is what you want to do for the rest of your life. I like the idea that I had something to do with the child's happiness. I had something to do with the child coming out of their shell. I had something to do with the child embracing who they were and appreciating who they were and where they were going, and opening their minds, exposing them to different ways of thinking. And that in itself is really fulfilling. That's how I became a mentor. I didn't care about the money. I cared about the process that it took for me to become a great mentor. And also being a part of the dance project in Deltona, Florida. Mila Bradley started this great initiative where she brings 3 to 19-year-old teenagers and children to the same place where they can basically develop themselves through dance, but also the arts itself. So it's like painting, it's dancing, it's singing. But throughout that program, we added certain things. Like, it's a class where we have pillow talk. Well, they ask us questions and we get to know them on a very personal level. But also it's self-awareness classes, self-confidence classes, and self-esteem, because you know it's really important to listen to today's youth. And being their staff leader, being their mentor for a week is really empowering, because you really see the change that happens over time. And all it honestly took was a conversation. All it took was for you to notice that kid sitting in the corner while everyone else is playing. There's something going on there. There's always signs that are leading people to help. And I can't deny my signs. I have to go with them. I have to go for them. And there's one in particular student that was there, and She recently wrote me for my birthday, and she was like, happy birthday, Miss Nixon. I hope you're having a really great day because you deserve it. I'll never forget you when we had our poetry slam session, and you really told me to take it seriously and really get my feelings out, and I just found a way to express myself. I've been writing ever since. Thank you so much for being there. I swear you're awesome. I'm getting chills right now. Like, that is crazy that all it takes is you being a part of someone's life in a very small way to make a huge impact and opening doors and things inside of them they didn't even know that they had. And that's really fulfilling for me. So if you have something that's in your life that is just overwhelming fulfilling, you should put yourself in organizations and situations and Google it. Put yourself in the environment that you are driven mostly by passion. So that was me becoming a mentor. And if you're interested, honestly, they have a plethora of programs. Big Brother Big Sister, I know, is a really big deal. If you are between the ages of 18 and 24, join City Year. They have very tedious hours, but it's a very fulfilling program nonetheless. But also Urban League, just Google it. Google your passion. If you want to be associated with community service, Google community service. But whatever keeps you going throughout everything, whatever is your light at the end of the tunnel, just keep doing that. You don't have to just dream and wish that you could be a part of it just because you have a job or just because your entrepreneur journey is taking a little longer. Sign up for it. It'll probably be really great for you and really great for someone else. Thank you so much for tuning in. That was How I Became a Mentor.